Well, she basically asked you, who's your favorite child? That's over here.
What do you think changed, you guys, between Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World?
What do I think changed the most?
Yeah.
Ben became a little girl. No, the thing, you know, one of the things that I tell people about Girl Meets World, and I don't know if it's because they knew what they were getting into, the new cast, or they kind of knew some of the character when they got in, but I personally think the first year of Girl Meets World, the acting on the first year of Girl Meets World was better than the acting on the first year of Boy Meets World. That's what I think. I think they were better young actors than we were. We grew into it very quickly. And
you guys kind of built a system for it too.
We did, and it was, I mean, Eric Matthews especially, if you go back and you watch the entire series, he doesn't have a character. He was 90 different people. He was first the kind of cool older brother who was dating girls, and then they were like, well, that didn't really work, so then he was kind of stupid, but still funny, and then he was so stupid that it was funny. So it was one of those things where it just kept changing, and a lot of it, when I finally went to Michael and I said, I gotta ask, why does he keep changing? He said, dude, we're just writing to you.
We're embracing this agent of chaos, we're just giving it to you.
It became where I would go to him and I go, you know, I'd really like to play other characters. I'd like to play crazy people. So finally we did the one episode where Eric gets the ballroom for them to get married. And he steals the ballroom, and then he meets with the manager of the ballroom, and it's also me playing the manager of the ballroom. So it was more things like that. And he said, we're not changing the character on purpose. We're just writing for you. So that kind of made me feel really good and really bad at the same time. But yeah, so I don't know. A lot of it changed between the two, and it was certainly fun to kind of grow as actors. And then, I mean, Ben, you look at Corey when Corey started, from the little kid jumping around trying to go to the baseball game to pulling off the blanket and going underpants. We all just grew, and that's I think the mark of any good television show, is that they write for you to start, and then they write to you when you start to grow. And that's kind of what we were doing. So we were all, I mean, you know, the stuff about like Ryder being all angst-ridden and stuff, that was Ryder at the time. I mean, that's just how he was. He laughs about it now, but he was that kind of, you know, I'd be sitting there reading my Archie Double Digest, and there's Ryder reading Proust, and he's 13. I was like, really, this guy? So, one of my closest friends, by the way, so I can say that about him. But so they write to all that kind of stuff, and any little thing about the character when they say like, oh, this is your favorite band, or those were usually our actual favorite bands. They talk about, you know, Sean liking the Counting Crows. That's because Ryder was a huge Counting Crows fan. So they really did just write to us at the end, and I think that really shows. I think they're really starting to do that with Girl Meets World. Now that the young cast is really trying to find their own character, they're really writing to them as opposed to for them, and that makes a big difference.
Over here.